home, and their mover gave them each a shopping cart from the grocery store, and he said that's how much stuff you can take with you. Good grief.
That's about right.
I don't know why I didn't throw this away last week. It didn't work. I was thinking, put it back, it'll work next time.
Probably Justin Mark. Just all the stuff for us. Yeah, Barth. I can give you his phone number and stuff after the meeting.
Okay. I want to get some of that stuff that's scratch. We found some, but like it's a commercial. Kentucky.
They will do that to you. There's some floor in my house. The dog can't scratch, but she goes racing through there and slides into things because she can't get stopped. She does. She goes in and runs in to go jump up on the bed and slides under the bed, so I put a big rug in there so she got some for traction. Kept wiping her out.
Oh, you had carpet in your other house, didn't you? Mm-hmm. And she loved that. That's when we moved to our house. That's it was awesome. We had carpet we moved from. And he was just skidding all over the place trying to figure out how to get around.
Yeah, I ended up putting an area rug right at the bottom, at the base of her bed when it covered about 4 by 5 on it, so she hit that.
It has a launch pad.
We've got those big area rugs on our main floor. It's all hardwood, top floor, except for the bedrooms. And everything else they sell you.
And that is slick for animals.
Not as beautiful, but it's in soft wood. You know, I mean, he dropped
Damn
that
it.
on. I'm going like, what did we do this? And that was an upgrade, and we built it. So, I found some really pretty stuff. I like it, and it's still great. It's really pretty.
Is it vinyl Roy, or is it wood?
No, it's
Composite of some kind?
it's scratched. It's guaranteed for you can beat on it. And everything.
My kind of floor. Throw my kitchen utensils on it.
I'm going to call this guy because I thought.
Throw your husband down on it.
No, he's too soft. He won't do it.
He just bounced.
He just, I need an iron skillet or some sufficient caliber.
How you been?
Good. Just plugging along. Just plugging along. I just wish it had actually turned into spring so I could get into the next season's stuff. I'm in a holding pattern right
I'm
now.
raring to go on there. I want to get on the yard.
We were just about to dock your pay, John.
Have to what?
Dock your pay. We were going to be late. We were going to dock your pay. It was really close.
Yeah.
It would have been 10 cents.
10 cents.
Were you at that track meet Saturday? Or Friday?
Friday, yeah.
What a lovely day for a track meet. Nobody got hot.
Yeah, but it did get warm.
Yeah, well, no, it didn't get warm. It was put a sweatshirt on.
Did you go?
No, but we could hear the announcement at our house on the front porch.
Yeah.
It sounded to me like Tony was having a wonderful time.
Oh, yeah.
What did they do for concessions? Did someone bring in something?
That was at the school.
The school furnished it? Okay.
Well, I don't know what club was doing it.
But someone had sandwiches or hot dogs or whatever for them. Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't thinking they were going to go to any of our local restaurants and eat. your son win anything?
No,
Did he do okay?
I did okay.
Okay, well, that's all you can ask. Do okay, you know? I wish it would warm up again.
I know.
Oh, Jesus, cold weather. Yikes. Where'd it come from?
Springtime in the Rockies.
Yeah, springtime in the Rockies. That's about what we've got, isn't it?
Of course.
And we may not have gotten the best of it yet either. Just so they don't have to reopen snowmobile season, it's okay.
Snowmobile season.
Yeah, so they don't have to reopen snowmobile season.
Like I said, the Bighorns got 40-something inches of snow.
Oh, really?
Who did?
Bighorn.
Wow.
Oh, this was a golf tournament next week. Bighorn?
Oh, in Bighorn.
In Bighorn.
Yeah, I doubt, they got it canceled last year too.
Oh, it might
Good
come off.
chance of it
It
canceled.
might melt off.
Yeah, it might
Might
melt
be
off.
melted by then.
You never think it was.
Just buy you a big pack of pink ladies and go for it.
You may need your sunscreen by then.
So you can find them.
Yep.
Pink ladies,
Well, as long as it's
7
not too
iron and a
deep.
pitching wedge would be good.
That's all you need, pitching wedge. Probably that's all you could use.
Go ahead and call this meeting to order. Would you please rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance with us? Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Under additions and deletions, I need somebody to make a motion to add the special use permit to new business this evening.
So moved.
It's moved. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay. Motion carries. Is there a motion for the March 25th council meeting and the April 1st work session for the council? Is there a motion to approve?
I'll move that we approve the minutes for March 25th council meeting and April 1st work session.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay. Motion carries. Reports, Councilman Moulton.
Deer Creek Days meeting, Wednesday here, and I will be absent the next meeting.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Councilwoman Nunn.
Oh, yeah, just a teeny, teeny, tiny bit here today.
Oh,
What?
that's pretty small,
That's
Margaret.
not the best I can do. I'm so sorry. The local newspapers this week had an article, if you missed it, about there being another carbon capture project floating around out there, and that Dave Johnson is one of the 2 coal-fired power plants in Wyoming being considered as a location, the other plant being Wydac in Gillette. Still decisions to be made, but definitely a possible project that could benefit our community. So it's some more, let's watch and see.
Yeah, hope we're considered on that one. Next one.
Cross your fingers, your toes,
Yeah.
all together.
Yep. No reports, just, I don't have any except for the work session, so.
Councilwoman Calling.
On April 3rd, I attended the Municipal and County Joint Powers Board meeting that was held in Douglas, and several of the entities there made presentations, so I'll just go through them quickly. Tourism Board spoke about the monies that are coming in, and they have some concerns anytime we have everything filled with companies that are renting for in 30-day chunks they don't get any money for. So they're actually looking for full hotels and less tax. So that could be a problem. In June, they'll be having 5 openings for their board, 2 from Douglas, 2 from the county, and 1 from Glen Rock. The Joint Justice Center addition has opened, and everybody's been moved in, the courts and all. There have been some court sessions that have been held. Seems to be working all right. They do have some continuing issues, but they're working through them and moving forward. The EWC grant is moving forward, and the county will be sending out the first invoicing to the entities involved. Industrial siting apps are moving forward for Dutchman Solar and Settler Wind Farms. Our PD did a request, which I'm sure the chief will be addressing, but he did on our behalf request that the joint powers help with the payment of $52,975 for an upgrade that he can explain in more detail what it is, but it was approved to be paid out of E911 funds. The question did come up about proxy voting, and we need to talk about if we want to do a resolution on our end to authorize it, but that's probably for a work session.
We can do that for a work session, figure that out, yeah.
Yeah. Then they did kind of a lengthy presentation reminding citizens to apply for the property tax refunds that have been authorized. And they wanted us to remember a few things. Remember the taxes. Your taxes must be paid, and then you can get a reimbursement. You can't get your reimbursement until you've paid your taxes. The state app should be online on April 15th with a deadline to file it being June 3rd. The county app should be available shortly after April 15th, and then the county deadline is October 14th. And they are reminding people that you should apply for both state and county refunds.
When did you say the counties was due by? Sorry to interrupt.
October 14th.
14th.
Over 14.
There'll be
Is there
an
a
app for that one as well? An app?
There'll be an application for it, yeah. However, I'll get to, they're going to help us fill them both out, and they'll take it, the county being they, will take it from there, getting
That's
it
the
turned
deadline,
in.
the 14th.
The 14th is for the county one, but
Okay.
you want to apply for both the state and the county.
Is there parameters to that?
Yeah, I'll get to that in just a second.
Okay, cool.
But all very good questions. When you qualify for the state, you automatically qualify for the county, but you have to do a separate application to get both. Couple of things they wanted to remind us that there are no age limits. It's not just for us old people. Anybody can apply for this. 2, they have heard some people say, well, I don't want to apply for a charity. It's not a charity. It's something that you've earned by being a citizen of the state of Wyoming, and they are asking people to certainly apply. The parameters, if a couple earns less than $96,000 annual income, and that's the bottom line on your income tax. If you have any untaxable income, that doesn't count. There is a higher limit, I believe it was $115,000, and you only got 65 instead of 75% of your taxes back, but there are 2 levels. But the one to shoot for is the 96,000, but even if you make up to 115, you can get some back. If you're qualified to receive, if you qualify, you can receive up to 75% of the taxes up to $745.76. Now, the thing is, if you get your state refund for 75%, you can still get the county amount for up to whatever makes 100%. You can't make money off of this deal, but you can end up, by applying for both, get 100% of your taxes back. And even if you're in that upper echelon, if you only get 65, you can still get the other from the county, so it's very worth applying for. Apps should be available for both the state and the county in the county treasurer's office. So if you don't want to go online or whatever, you can get them all there. And the county is hoping to offer assistance in filling out the applications. They're hoping through some meetings at the senior center. So when we get that information, we'll put that forward. There are no dates set yet for those sort of meetings, but the county treasurer's office is trying to be extremely helpful. And you can turn in both the state and the county app to the county treasurer, and they'll take it from there. So it's not quite as confusing as it sounds. Just get it to Joel, and he'll get it from there. And then the sheriff wanted to remind people to wear seat belts. I guess they're getting, in the last month or so, getting a little tired of dragging squished bodies out from under vehicles that have been going down the highway. Also, please don't leave your keys in your cars. This time of year and under some of the circumstances that we're under right now, there are a lot of people just wandering around looking for keys in cars. And don't leave your vehicle running while you're, they said specifically at the grocery store, but I think probably any place. Don't leave your car running because you're just asking for problems. So that was my meeting.
That tax thing, Judy, is really a good thing.
Yes, it is, and they're really, really pushing it. I went and had a meeting with Joel just to have him explain it to me a little bit more. He's very, very helpful, and they really want, the money's there, and they can't quite figure out why more of us.
You just take all your stuff down to the treasurer's office, they help, and, you've practically got it done.
Yeah. Yeah, and the documentation for it, he said, is very easy. They're not going to be requiring tons and tons of paperwork to get
Definitely
it taken care
get
of.
it.
So,
Tammy, treasurer.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. At the end of March, I attended the Wyoming Community Gas Board meeting. And after that, they followed up with a little email because it's that time of year for community gas sign-up, choice gas stuff. So I've been already started having those come in. But they did send out an email saying that Tallgrass Interstate Gas Transmission Line went through a rate case that was approved by FERC last December, and that the new rates go into effect June 1st of 24. Although the final settled rates are well below what was originally proposed by the pipeline, we are seeing around an 11-cent per therm increase in price on average. So that's for people who are signing up, now going forward. They'll get that. If you're already locked in from last year, you'll still have a year before you're hit with the new rates. But those choice gas forms, if you want to sign up with the town, with our group, our bundle, those are due to me on the 18th of April.
So that's a thing you get in the mail, and you
Yeah.
just bring it to you.
So if we were in it last year, we still don't have, we don't have to sign up again.
Yeah, if you did last year, you're in on a 2-year.
Okay.
So anyway, so yeah, those are due to me on the 18th. But if you see anybody and they're asking about it, just give them a heads up that, like everything else, rates are going up. Allocation requests, I've got most of them in, but we have a few that haven't shown up yet. Those are due on the 12th. Just a reminder that our budget work session is on the 17th. And then we also have quarterly scholarships that are coming up. Those are due to me by the 29th. And that's all I have.
Valley Treasurer.
Evening, Mayor and Council. I was going to remind on the first budget meeting, but Tammy already did, so we're good there. Worked today on our annual census, which is just employment figures, but it's rather in-depth, and got that done today. And got contacted by the auditors. They're just finishing up, so that should be completed directly. I'm working on budget.
Randy, Public Works.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Crew's been busy putting in and upgrading meter pits, garbage collection. They got all the parks fertilized before the storm, thankfully. And street sweeping, training, and defensive driving, we just all completed that last Thursday and got our certificates, which I think I gave them all to you, didn't I, this morning? And I will be attending the Wyoming Rural Water Conference in Casper the 16th through the 19th. The 19th for only a half a day. And a few of the other crew members are going too, so they need some hours along with me. Other than that, that's about all I have.
Okay. Chevy, Town Square.
Oh, thanks. Good evening, Mayor and Council. I've just been working on the budget, and I've been having a meeting with Brent, who does our sound and production for the square. So basically just getting everything ready for the summer, and it's kind of a little quiet before the storm, and just you'll start seeing more ads on Facebook come up. I'm working on video ads and reel ads. So those are more just not your still picture images, but actually video clips of these bands, and kind of get like a little clip so people kind of see what they're kind of like. So working on that, and having Randy and the Town Square maintenance people put in some new bark mulch to make it kind of nice for our summer. And yeah, just getting ready for big summer coming up.
I loved your yoga sign down there. That's
Oh.
great.
Thank you. Yes, and I have yoga ads going up too on Facebook, and they're also reels and videos. So it has really nice videos on Facebook. So
Very good.
yes, thank you.
Calder, Chief of Police.
Evening, Mayor and Council. Over the weekend, I had a couple officers head down for the Special Olympics they held in Douglas, so they were able to go down and assist with that, hand out some medals. That was a pretty neat event. Always happy to be able to participate in that. We are planning another event on May 6th, along with other first responders at the intermediate school. I don't know how I get roped into things sometimes, but the Ninja Obstacle Course. We're going to compete against the kids to see who can get a faster time. So I'm going to go ahead and submit my sick time now, as I plan to be out on leave for a little bit afterwards.
I was going to say, have you been down there yet to try that out?
I have not. Admittedly, I've not practiced once, so this will probably go well. So we have that coming up. As you can see here, the new air packs did finally come in. I'm working with the chief down at the fire department to get some training set up, see what he's got in the next couple of weeks. So if you guys want to see him afterwards, we can take a look at that. But as what you guys have in front of you there, the Game and Fish's Youth Day is going to be May 18th. So we can talk more about that when you guys go to approve that if you want. And then as Councilwoman Colling spoke about, the E911 meeting, was pretty pleased. We requested that they help us out. The state is requiring an upgrade to our 911 recording systems, which was going to be $53,000 that we were unplanned, this year. So we thought we'd just go and ask for some sort of reimbursement on the monies, but they agreed to actually pay the entire thing. So that's pretty thankful for that, for sure. That's $53,000. Yeah, I was
It just helps to make the motion for the whole amount.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go big, I guess.
That's
So,
right.
Swing for the fences, and we got it approved. So saved us a little money there. I'm pretty excited about that. Outside of that, that's all we got.
Okay. Notice the guy sitting behind you, so we'll go to him next. Fire Department, Jeff Nelson.
Okay. Mayor, council, fire department, you notice we got some new front doors on the place and upgraded from back in the day when the building was built. Got tile going to start as soon as the materials come in for that back room. Its carpet's getting a little wore out and this and that. So try and get some of that done before the end of the year. We finally did get one of those 5-ton trucks in. We've been telling you for 3 years, but actually one of them in the fire hall. And then on the choice gas, Tammy, is the fire department automatically enrolled in with the town?
It will be. If we get something that has fire department on it, we just take care of it.
Okay.
So.
Surprised me the rate increases because gas is pretty dang low right now. So
It's always the transmission.
yeah.
It's all it's transmission of gas. Well, the fact it didn't leave the state's kind of nice, but
away
yeah.
right now, they're
Yeah.
pulling most of it off. But other than that, I think Tammy and Kelly should have got our budget request, and you guys don't get shocked when you see it. There's a project in there, so.
We can always say no.
I know, please don't. We got a truck sitting outside. It'd be nice to get inside, so. If we have to, we maybe do it over a couple of years. But other than that, everything's going pretty good. Got our business meeting tonight, so if anybody got anything for me, I'll leave you alone after Doc. So
What would you guys do at FSA today since I managed to forget?
just basically talked about everybody submitted their budgets for the year, and it was a pretty fast meeting.
Okay.
So yeah, talked about the weather. Half of them were snowed in out east of Douglas, so we probably dodged the bullet about Bill. It got winter pretty quick this morning.
Yeah.
So nothing else. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, Jared, IT.
Evening, Mayor and Council. So I guess the big news would be that I submitted a letter of resignation this past week. So my last day will be the end of April, and I'll be starting my new job beginning of May. So now I'm just working on kind of wrapping up projects and getting things done before we hand it off. I do have all your guys' phones ready, so I just need some time from you guys. If you have time, you can stop by. It shouldn't take long, maybe 15, 20 minutes. But what I do want to do is also transfer. I've got some of your guys' dual factor on my phone or my account. Now that you guys have your own phones, we can transfer that to those. It doesn't take long, but we'll get it switched there so that if you ever had to sign back in, it'll go on the town phone, but we'll get the email sign in and all that stuff. And yeah, so if you need anything else from me before then, let me know, and we'll get it all wrapped up.
Okay, thank you. Do you have anything for us this evening? Yeah.
Good to see you guys.
See you.
How is everybody?
We're all pretty well, so
That's
thank
good.
you. Okay, we'll move on to items from the floor. Is there any items from the floor this evening? Come up. Go ahead, Doug. I think you were at our work session about what's going on with the RVs, and that we've set, Lyle's decided to set the final date of no RVs anywhere in town except for where they're allowed, which is in the RV parks. Are not allowed in mobile home or MUR or R1. Doug has one sitting down there on his trailer court that he put in. Him and Lyle have gone over that numerous times, and he was wanting to know if we would allow him to rent it till August, when the final say is going to be there. Everybody that's got one that's not in where it's zoned is supposed to be will have to be removed. Lyle's going to be sending notices out to all of them that he has on record. So the only thing I ask is, everybody was at the meeting the other night and what we talked about. So is there a motion to allow Doug to to rent that till August? There's a motion, is
End of August or August 1st?
August 1st.
Till August 1st, yeah.
Yeah, nice. I'll second that.
Motion moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
I'm sorry, who made the motion?
John.
I
John.
made the motion. Just remember, we talked about this, and that when Lyle and Doug talked
Right.
about it, he was told that we should not put it in there to start with. So
Right.
that's all been looked at, and it's been a long, hard process, and it's been hard on Doug. It's been hard on us. We've opened a can of worms that.
That's my thing. It's just fair for everybody.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, and that's what Lyle and I worked up with, is that we're going to just put an end to all of them, because the statute and the ordinances of the RV parks are meant for what they're supposed to be, and that's what he's going to stick to from here on out. So there's a motion and a second. Is there a vote? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay?
Nay.
Nay. Motion carried. Did you vote yes, correct? I thought I heard you say
Yes,
3-2.
yes.
Who was the name? You-
Judy and I.
Oh, okay.
Could run it till the 1st of August.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Doug.
Any other items from the floor before we move on to new business? There's no old business. Let's see. Let me get to the next. Under the Wyoming Association of Municipalities 2024 WAM Summer Convention official voting delegate form. We need to have a designated voter and an alternate. Who's all going to WAM in Pinedale this summer in June?
I'm going.
I'm going.
I think I'm going.
I mean, no.
Okay.
It's us.
Yeah.
So Tammy, you and Kelly will be going?
Yes, we will be going, but I just assumed we'd put Bruce down as the regular voter, and then whoever, one of the council people that want to.
Either
Now
or.
that you guys are going,
Roy's senior, so.
okay. So if we want, we can put Bruce down as the first delegate and Roy as the alternate. If somebody wants to make a motion.
That's what we did last.
I move that we put Bruce as our regular voting delegate and Roy as our alternate at the WAM Association Summer Convention.
Usually what we're voting on there is, well, there's a motion, there's a second.
Second.
Before we discuss this, just so everybody knows this, what we do down there when we get to that is there's things come before the WAM Association that that WAM wants to work on or go to the legislature about, and so we vote as a body of what we want to see WAM lobby for or against to the legislature is what we do down there. So, like we didn't have a voting. We usually it's in the summer at the summer meeting. I'm amazed. Well, we can't have one in the winter meeting because it's right in the middle of the session. So, anybody else have anything to say about it? If not, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay. Motion carries. Okay, our next order of business is resolution number 2024-9, a resolution establishing a school resource officer position within the police department. Whereas the safety and security of students, faculty, and staff within education institutions are a paramount importance, whereas fostering positive relationships between law enforcement agencies and the community is crucial in maintaining public trust and ensuing effective policing, whereas the school resource officer serves as a liaison between law enforcement agencies and the education institution, promoting a safe and conducive learning environment while also providing valuable resources and support to students and school staff. Whereas the presence of an SRO can deter criminal activity, mitigate potential threats, and facilitate timely responses and emergencies within school premises, whereas the establishment of an SRO position within the police department would enable allocations of dedicated resources and personnel to serve in this capacity. Now, therefore be it resolved that the governing body of the town of Glen Rock, Wyoming hereby establishes the position of School Resource Officer, RSO, within the police department. Passed and approved the 8th day of April, 2024. Is there a motion?
I move that we pass Resolution 2024-09.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion?
This is an excellent plan. I taught under one of these plans in Gillette. The school personnel liked it, the students liked it. We thought it was great. I'd be real happy to see it in our schools.
Yeah. Coulter's had our guys over there all the time, but it's really nice to have one now.
Okay, hearing no other discussion, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay. Motion carries. Our next order of business is this special use permit. Wyoming Game and Fish will be hosting an event at South Rec Complex May 18th, 2024. It says 23.
It's 20th of the 8th.
You know what? I made a new one, but I must
Is
have
it
just...
the 20th?
It's supposed to be the 20th.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
sorry.
That will involve archery and pellet gun use. They would like
I'll
permission
just write
for
one.
temporary lift of the following, Section 15-1-4 firearms, etc. discharge. No person shall fire or discharge any cannon gun, BB gun, air gun, pellet gun, bow and arrows, crossbows, fowling pieces, pistols, or firearms of any description without written permission from the governing body, which permission shall limit the time of such firing, shall be subject to revocation by the governing body at any time after being granted. However, nothing should be read in this ordinance limiting the lawful discharge of the duties of law enforcement officers. It shall be noted that the proposed request will not be contrary to the purpose of the state of this regulation. Safety precautions will be in effect so as not any adverse effect of health or safety of the residents or workers of the town. The proposed will not be detrimental to the use and development of adjacent properties or our neighbors' use. This is for out at South Rec for the Game and Fish. Cody does this every year, and what is it, the 7th junior?
This will be the 5th.
Fifth time. It's for part of our junior high kids. So, is there?
I move that we approve the special use permit for May 20th, 2024.
Did I not read the back of it?
No.
Oh,
Well,
uh-oh.
I second.
moved and seconded. All right, we know what we're wanting to do. If any other discussion?
Yeah, I just have a question. It says that the government, easy for me to say, the governing body which permission shall limit the time of such firing, and we don't have the time in here. We have a date. Is that going to be sufficient, or should we say
I think it's sufficient.
sunrise
They just hold it during the day.
during daytime hours?
Daytime hours out at the
Should
south,
it
yeah.
say that, or?
Well, we've always passed it at this just because.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I
No,
just
it doesn't.
noticed that it
We've
specified
never really
time.
set a specific time because it depends. I don't know exactly what time you guys get started, but
It's usually around 8. We're done by 3.
Yeah.
A school day.
it's a school day out at South Rec. It's usually for that, for the day.
Everybody's high having fun till somebody gets their eye.
Get an eye put out. That's correct. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion?
I'm very pleased to see this. This is a really nice opportunity for young people to experience the outdoors in a very positive effect. Thank you very much for doing this for our kids.
We appreciate you doing it year after year for us.
Yeah.
Something good for our kids.
I got to participate on one of those, and it was great, so, for the whole day.
Anybody's welcome to come out and see what's going on or help.
Okay. If there's no more discussion, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay, motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor and Council.
You bet, thank you. I believe our next order of business is bills and claims. Is there a motion?
I move we pay our bills and claims.
Motion, is there a second?
Second?
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on bills and claims? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay, motion carries. If there's nothing else from the audience or council to come before this meeting this evening, I would ask somebody to make a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn the meeting.
There's a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay, motion carries. I think that's been our fastest one.
I was just shooting for 606.
Well, we got it in at 6:03.
Very good.
Thank you.
Whipped it right down.
Yeah, we've had some really short ones in the past.
No reports, no